it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and so we are going to work today on the altered book. So I just need to tear this page off of there. And then I haven't done anything here. I haven't decided that yet. I probably will do something just because this is so bright. I have this one that we did together. That was that fun pocket that we did. I need to ink around these a little, I realized. Just opening it. So yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I just finished my Tuesday, the tome of, what is it? I can't ever remember it's the TCTC, the big book full of ideas, essentially, is what it is. I don't know why I struggle with remembering that, but I do. Anyway, I added a little cluster down here, and then these pages, and then I did these two yesterday on my own. And so there's that postcard from Allie's daughter, and this is in Allie's kit, this pocket. I just added this photo and put Allie's faux fabric behind, and behind here, this is one of her tags that's in her Mademoiselle, and then a little collage there. And these images are from all different places. So, oh, Pasha, do you want to get in your box? I have, his box is all full of like trims. And it's a mess. Sorry, I'm going to take these off just because he wants to sit in here, and he'll probably bug me if I don't let him get in there. So there he goes. He's in his box. I'll show you guys. See, I've got a huge stack of junk over there, but he's in his box. Sorry if that made you... Okay, so, and I also did this yesterday. This is just a little frame that I had, and this came out of... Sorry, we're really crooked here. Not sure why I'm so crooked, honestly. There we go. I moved the book. That's why. Okay, so this is a frame that came out of a scrapbook paper pack, and I don't even know which one at this point. That was quite a while ago. It was just in my ephemera stuff. And so I also made those little tickets. Well, these are in Allie's kit. I just cut them out and inked them and backed them so they're a little bit thicker. And then this is a Victorian calling card, and this one I got from Ephemera, I believe. So that's just tucked in there. And then in this little pocket, I just have this little piece of ephemera that is in my junk that I have. And then, so we're going to move on to this pocket. And so this one will be this page, and then this pocket will glue down like this. And I think I'm going to cut a little bit of that off because it is not wanting to fold very well. And it doesn't matter if I cut this straight because it's going to be folded over and glued to give it some structure. But that is just getting caught in there, and it's bugging me. So got that done. So we're going to cover that one. So you can just do all different folds, just kind of play around when you're making your altered book, like, you know, to see how you want it to fold or whatever. So I probably don't want something like this because, see, I'm going to end up covering most of it. So something like this would be good because I can have the flowers sticking out down in this corner, but you can still write on this. Actually, I think it goes this way. I can never tell with music. I'm telling you, I am the worst. I think it goes this way. Somebody who plays music is probably like, you are a ding-dong. And you'd be correct. So let me put this up here, and then we'll take our tear ruler. I figured out the size of the pages yesterday, and now I think it was like 5 1/4, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was. Just had to remember. So I'm tearing this edge off first before I measure because I want a torn edge over here. So yeah, lots of you have said you're making these, and I'm very excited about that. I think that's awesome. Because they are really fun, and it's, like I said, it's a great first journal. I mean, it's a great anytime journal, but it's just kind of a good one to do at first because you don't have to worry about sewing anything in and all that. I just know that I was very intimidated by that at first. So yeah, it's just kind of a nice way. Oh, this one, I guess technically I really don't have to come in that far. It's not necessary, but yeah, we'll just do that. And I don't remember if it was 8 1/2 or I mean 8 or 8 1/4. It's 8. Okay, I actually need to turn it this way, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So I need that other, you just scoot it to this end. That needs to come off. Sorry, I am very measure mathematically challenged, so, and I'll just tell you straight up that that's the case. My public school education did me no favors in that department. I blame new math. I wish they just taught math the way they did a long time ago. I just feel like all those generations seem to know math much better than my generation does. And I worked in the public school system, so I know if you're a teacher, I'm not insulting anyone, I'm just saying sometimes I think the stuff we do is crazy. I don't understand why we do it that way, but sometimes just good old math is a good thing to learn. Okay, so you'll see these flowers because we're only doing this little like half pocket type thing. And I try to get them pretty centered if I can. And we will ink around here too. Okay. And then this is going to get glued. I'm going to make sure we get those corners so that they aren't flipping up and grabbing anything. Well, they shouldn't really because they'll be glued down with the edge too, but I don't feel like I got that very straight. I guess it's not. I don't know. My brain's not straight, so. No telling. Okay, and then I'll take another piece of paper and cover that strip. So what do I want to use for that? Some pink. I don't have a piece, I don't think. Oh yeah, that will work. That goes pretty good with that. I kind of want one with a little something more on it though, maybe. Let's see what we got here. Oh, some of the music paper would be pretty too. Although this is music back here, huh? I don't know if that will work or not. I think that's too many different flowers happening. I do like that one though. Cute. Let's put the ladies. Yeah, the ladies would probably fit. That'd be kind of fun. Let's try that one. So how deep is this pocket? About 2.5 would be good. Okay. Move that. Move these. It's this constant moving of paper. I don't worry as much when I'm just crafting by myself, but I just don't want my whole desk being so cluttered up that you guys can't even tell what in the, what am I doing? Oh, hold on just a minute. Hello? This is Amy. Hi. Okay. right. Thank you so much. You too. Bye-bye. About that. The cat freaked out, jumped out of his box. He, for some reason, when my phone rings, it just freaks him out. And so he jumped out of his box, knocked everything off the table. I had to take that call though, because we're getting some new windows put in to the room where I'm at, because the windows they installed when they built the house have never really worked right, but they've just gotten really bad over the 13 years that we've lived here, with kids opening, closing, and whatever. And so, yeah, they're not in great shape. And the heat that comes in the summer is kind of unbearable. So, we're, going to get those switched out so that we've got a little bit better heat block. And it just, yeah, the heat and just, they need to work, because we need to put in the vent system for the Glowforge, and so it needs to be a useful window. And the one we have about takes your arm off every time you open and close it. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I can't see that when I just look at it, but so we're having just those two windows. We're not like doing the whole house, but just those couple to make it a little more bearable and useful in here. Yeah, they just get beat all summer by the sun. Well, I mean, all year, but obviously it's more noticeable in the summer. And there's just no blocking that heat. We've tried putting, like, cover things, films, stuff like that over the windows, and none of that has worked. We've got blackout blinds on them, but that, I mean, that kind of helps if you remember to close them, which will be easier because I'll be in here all the time. But yeah, so just want a better window in there. That's what we're doing. Because of course, when the builders build these houses, they just slap in whatever is least expensive, I think, for the most part. Whatever works best for them. So I had to take that because they'll have to measure those. I really like the way that looks. Those ladies. Very pretty, Allie. Okay, and then I'm going to do a thumb notch again, but I'm going to use the bigger punch just because I want the bigger one. I don't know why, but for some reason on these I like that bigger punch kind of thing. I think that's about it. It'd be better to wait till it's dry, but for videoing purposes. Okay, there's that one, and then we need the other side. Maybe we could put these on the other side. It's kind of weird the way that's worked out. So let's do this one instead. Yeah, I think I like that better. We'll get that torn down the size. So pretty much this is what you do when you're doing an altered book, is you just keep tearing the pages the size that you need, and just going about it like that. So we need 5 1/4. Oh wait, I don't want to tear off. I just want to tear a little bit off of this side. Yeah, we decided not to do our flooring this year because everything's just such a mess in this country that I'm just utterly disgusted. But anyways, aside from that, yeah, yeah, we're just not gonna put all that money out right now because we have no idea what in the world's gonna go on, so we're not getting our floors done, but we really kind of need to get those windows done. Oh, did I just do 4? I did. Ay, 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 Amy. I need to pay attention and stop talking. That is the wrong size. It's 5 1/4. Okay, let's see if we can find something else that would be pretty with this. This one would probably work. Yeah, I'll do this one. I hate when I do stuff like that. It's so dingy. Like, can't you just look at it and see that that's clearly not the right size of a whole page? My son went to get sandwiches from his favorite sandwich place, him and his dad's favorite sandwich place. And then I'm going to take the sandwich to my husband. It's just a fun little thing, so we can have some lunch. Yeah, it'll be nice to have a better window in here, though, for sure. It's pretty much just wherever this is. That's I mean, it'd be nice to get all of them done, but holy smokes, windows are expensive. It's really just this one that's in this room because it doesn't work. You can't put it up and down. The spring, the little mechanism thing is totally shot in it. And so, I mean, you can lift it, but 1, it's heavy, and 2, it's not really right in there because the spring's all messed up. And then putting it down and about take your arm off, so that won't work for me being in here all the time. The 1 isn't too bad, it kind of works, but if you're going to get one redone, you've got to get both of them in that space. Plus, it's going to be different windows, obviously. Can't get the exact same one, so. It's kind of crazy. This page is like one of those short, kind of seems like a shorter page because this went way further than it normally does. And then I just have to decide if I'm going to make this next one a top loading pocket or just a slanted pocket. I already did one of those. Need one going the other direction, so maybe the other page. But yeah, there's loads of different ways, and you can look up to altered books. You know, there's people that fold them all kinds of ways. Just get that fixed up. And then now we can glue this down. I mean, we could have glued it down right after I punched the hole that I forgot. The art glitter glue is making me crazy these last week or so. I don't know why. I've cleaned it out. I've filled it back up. Still not happy. I think it's the cold. It's like it's been weird ever since it started to get really cold in here at night. So I don't know. I normally don't have trouble with it, as long as I remember to put the pen in it. But that's another topic altogether. Okay. So what I'm also going to do, probably not, I might on camera, is make some collage sheets so that I can make some large journaling cards, because I like to you know, have pretty large ones to go in the big top loading and side loading pockets. It needs to go down a little better. So I just need to decide what way I want this one. And my side's back. Okay. And this one, I think, I'm going to do this way for that one. Maybe I could do a double folded over page. That might be good. So I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so I just need to fold this one down. You can do like some glue stick on these too, which is what I did with the last one, but as long as they're glued down, that's really just the important part on the edges, so you don't get your tags caught up. So that one will go like that. And this one, I kind of want to make them, you know, fairly even with each other anyway. I mean, they're not perfect. They seem pretty good. They're a little off, but I don't think it'll be noticeable once they're on opposite pages from each other. So I'm just going to do this. More glue in here. I don't want that opening up either. Okay, now we can cover those, and then we'll have a page that looks like this with the, sorry, there's not nice stuff there. So, okay, I think this would be nice to do. I want it on the outside of the pockets. Yeah, maybe so. And then what could we put on the inside? Would this pink go? I mean, I need a bigger piece, obviously. Yeah, I think that would probably work. So what I'm going to do is, the way I do these angled pockets like this is take my pencil. This is a little bit tricky. We're going to have to do this side on this side and that other side on the other side. And I just get it basically lined up. It doesn't have to be totally perfect because it's not wanting to go in there, for one. But I just kind of draw out and then I tear it out just to give me an idea of where to tear. Okay, but straight would be good, right? Let's get it on a line. Tear that all the way off. And then this part isn't that big of a deal, but you can definitely cut these. So like if you want to cut it on a cutter, then definitely do that. Gotta be really careful here at the end that you don't just rip off the thing all weird, because I've done that numerous times, and I'm going to make sure that this is roughly the size I need for this pocket. I just need to tear the back and the bottom off, and that'll be good. I just want to do the tiniest little piece that I can, basically. Maybe. Ah. Oh no. Not sure why that was so weird right there. Those are always interesting doing those points. They're kind of a stink pill. Okay, so there's one, and then we'll trace the other side. This is just the easiest way I found to do it. If you have a better way, then that's totally the way you should do it. That's just the way I do it. It's probably the hard way or something, because that would be right, but it is what it is, right? So it'd probably be easier to tear this side first. That would be easier. Let's hit the bottom. Man, the wind's just whipping out there today. Not fun. Okay, maybe that was the easy way, but let's get this on a line. Get this as straight as we can. And the last icky tear. Okay, I think I got it that time. A little bit easier. So I got this one for here, and oh, did I do that backwards? Oh, Amy, I did two the same. Honestly, what is my deal? I don't know how I did that. I thought I traced that one. Well, don't do what I do, obviously. Maybe we can use this in here. Then they both be the same, though, which isn't great. Such a dope, I swear. So how else? It needs to go this way, doesn't it? Yes, duh. Now I see what I did. Oh my gosh. Why? Why am I such a dingling? Do I want this? I don't know what I like with that. I think I'm going to just have to print out another page of that. Okay, I'm just going to print out another page of that. So let's just do this side for now. Lord have mercy. So make sure you put the paper on the front side, not the back side. Yes, I have made these before. I promise. I apologize. Always good for a laugh though, right? And for a head shake. Like, what intonation are you doing? Who knows? Yeah, it's some nice big journaling cards. Allie's got some big tags too in her kits, like that big one that I put in that other pocket like this. So those are kind of nice for those kind of pockets. Yeah, this is all that do as I say, not as I do. Live and learn. It's all that. It's all that I'm always telling my kids. Okay, so let's get something to go in back behind that. Like, I'm not sure what, but probably, oh, the pink. That's right. I did decide on that, didn't I? Just have to find some pinky. I printed out more than that. Those won't work because those ladies will get covered, so we'll use this one. I mean, there's a lot more pages in the Tickled Pink. It's just this is what I have printed out at the moment. Oh, this one's kind of cool too. This one better. Like, I still like that one better. So that's the one. And this will be easier because we won't have to tear to the corners and all that jazz. And we don't need it quite as tall either. So I got that. And I'll do 5 1/4. Roughly, I mean, it's sort of a little bit less, but it's roughly 5 1/4. And I do this every time. I do it backwards every time. Okay, I don't need it that long, but it's fine. Kind of cruising along on this, so that's good. I'll go there. I can see a little bit of this here, so I don't really want to see that coming out, so I'm going to tear this a little. I'm not tearing it all the way down, though, all the way out, because, again, that'll mess up your spine. But we tear a little bit there, and I just don't want it poking out through this top section. Okay, what is the dilemma here? Some of these pages, because they're shorter and longer, that's a little bit tricky, I'm going to say. I'm going to tear off just a tiny bit more on this side, because it seems a little crooked. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Life. It's, there's a whole lot that we can't really talk about on here, and then there's, just, you know, lockdown. And we're not in lockdown here where I live. Really, I mean, like, you're not supposed to have, like, great big parties and stuff like that, but we can still go everywhere. We just have to wear masks. But, so that's good, but there's just not really much to do. There's no movies, there's nothing, so. Just haven't been doing a whole lot except, you know, my day in and day out type stuffs. That one's a little low, but I think it'll be alright. Okay, so that's how that one will be, and then let's tear the piece for over here. Straight on there. Like that. I don't know why I'm throwing those over there. There's no garbage over there. It's on this other side. Okay, let's throw away those scraps. well. I keep some scraps, but I refuse to keep others because I just don't have anywhere. I mean, I'm already completely overrun by that stuff, so I will only save so many pieces of paper before I'm just like, it's done. And little strips like that, I just, no. I know you could probably do something with them, but at some point, enough is enough, right? Already sticky, already sticky. I really wish I wouldn't have messed up that other page. I kind of want to do it this way. I don't know if that's the right way or not, but okay, let's get my sticky finger all over it. Okay, so there's those, and then I'll print out another one of these. Telling you. So this, I'm kind of getting, I mean, I'm not at the middle of the book, but you can see these two pages are lining up really nice. So I don't think I'm going to worry about trying to close, because see, when I close, then it sticks over like that. So we're just going to go with it the way it is. So you can just kind of test them, and if they're meeting up, then you don't have to worry about trying to close up the book. But if they aren't, that's when it's like you got to kind of finagle it so that it'll work right. So we're just going to try to get to the edge over there. And again, it's a little tricky because this particular book has longer pages, shorter pages, you know, that whole thing. So I do have that happening as well. Put glue on this side. Down here. And again, like I've said, the less glue, you know, if you don't have to cover these, I mean, behind these is covered, but it's something about gluing pages together entirely, like, you know, that causes a problem. So I need to stick to that page behind it because, yeah. Okay, those are laying pretty nice and flat, which that's what I like when it does that. And just that little along the edge is enough. Alright, so what do I want to put on here? I don't really think that needs anything else on that because these ladies are there, so I think that's good, but we could put a little something here, and then I'll fix this one and I'll decorate that on my own. So I've gotten out all kinds of junk here. I don't even know what all I've got. This lady's pretty. That was just in my stash of stuff. I also cut out some, I have this one too. Yeah, she might be pretty on there. Goes a little bit better just because colors. Let's see. I thought I cut some other pieces out. This isn't what I did with them. This is all stuff that I need to cut out. So I take this places like yesterday. Theron had a dentist appointment. He needed to get his teeth cleaned, and I took him and I sat out in the car because you're not really supposed to go in, and cut stuff out due to COVID. Oh, she goes really nice, but it's not really the right time period. I think we'll probably go with that one. And some music would be good. I just realized this says Halloween on it. I think I'm going to keep it different. one. This poor old book has been very well loved. So, how do I want this? I'll tear this off. And maybe we could add a little tulle or something like that would be pretty. Or lace. This one might go good. I kind of want it sticking out. So I feel like I need, is that the right side or the wrong side? It's really hard to tell with this stuff sometimes. I need a bigger piece of music, I think. That will get used somewhere though. My daughter started school again yesterday. Most of it's online. I think she only has one class that she has to go in for. So in some ways it's good because it's, you know, winter here and driving is not great. But yeah, she doesn't like online classes. But she's stressing because she's taking 16 credits and a couple of the classes seem like they're going to be really time consuming, and she works and stuff. And I'm like, well, you can not work as much, you know, you can cut back on that if that's what you need to do. But she does that every new school year, every new semester, whatever. And then she gets in the groove and she's fine, but she's doing that. Stressing. And then she'll get a migraine. She's unfortunately like me. We're both complete worry warts. Luckily my son is not. He didn't get that gene, thankfully. But she's got it in spades, so kind of bad. So yeah, I'd love to see if anybody, Lorette, I know I'll probably see your altered book on Instagram, but if any of you have Instagram or whatever where I might see a picture of your altered book, I would love to see that, because that is fun. It's fun when multiple people are doing the same stuff, because we all do things very differently, so it's super nice. Okay, so for this I'm going to use tacky glue. I'm just going to kind of go in here for the lace. I feel bad for all you people in the UK that are in full lockdown. Well, there's a lot of people in California and stuff too. We just haven't had, I mean, we've had a lot of cases. I don't want to say we haven't had cases. We have, but not as bad. And so we've luckily not had to be in a whole lot of lockdown since, I don't know, May, I think, was when we got out of lockdown. So I feel really bad for everybody that's been in it forever. It's horrible. And their hospitals haven't been overrun yet, but you know, that can happen at any time, so it's always possible. They're pretty busy right before Christmas, but then it kind of calmed down again. All right, so that's that page, and then like I said, I will print another piece for there. But I like the way those came out, and so you can put a nice large journaling card in there. So yeah, I like the way this is coming along. I haven't decided what I want to do here yet, but some of that will depend on what I end up putting on the cover too. Those are always the interesting parts for me. But you can see already, see we tore out all those pages, but already that starts to happen. So don't look at it and go, oh, it's so flat, there's no pages. It's honestly, once you start making pockets and putting in ephemera, it's going to get fat. It just is. I mean, you just don't need very many pages at all to make that happen. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy crafting with you, so thanks for hanging out with me, and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.